to support the platform just in case anything like this happens again, you can do it by way of PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and also by the Anchor. And you can also further support the platform by way of going to the Teespring store or the shoe store that is located in the comment section below.
We took a hair tie. We pulled
No,
it back.
and
We don't care
I
about
know
who
that,
taking
and
off.
I
What's the
said
information?
take a couple soft scrunchies and wrap it up. But the one girl came on, and it was still swinging in the back. I need it not to be swinging. Period. Soft scrunchies, a wool hat, anything.
You
as long
saying
as it's
rubber?
not-
The other little girls had rubber bands in their
And
hair.
that's what I
How
just-
is it different?
But that's what
How is it different?
I just said.
everyone.
You can use scrunchies. You can use
No,
rubber
this is racist.
scrunchies.
This is racist.
Rubber,
Like, you're
rubber
racist.
band, scrunchies, anything so it's not swinging. The one girl came on and it was still swinging. That's
But do you
it.
understand how our daughters feel putting class?
So this is the paper that you saw a few of the mothers there taking a picture of during the video. Pay attention to Rule 4, the player's equipment. Players shall wear their team's uniform consisting of jerseys of the same color, shin guards, and indoor footwear. Tennis shoes, indoor/turf shoes are permissible. No cleats. Jewelry and other accessories are prohibited. No hardened hair accessories that are loose/swinging. Remember, that was the argument. Any hardened cast must be wrapped in soft material. Soft/flex cast are okay as long as they don't contain any metal pieces. The goalkeeper must wear jersey color distinguishable from all other, I guess that's supposed to be players that are on the field. See, this is the problem. Now, we all clearly read what was specifically there, right? We all clearly read it, right? So we get the gist of the argument. The problem comes in when the ref is like, okay, well, this is the problem. I allowed you, time to fix it and all these other types of things, right? He admitted that, right? So we read the rules and specifically what it stated. And then the ref was like, I will allow you time, I will give you, you can sit up there and fix it and yada, yada, yada. The mother said, we did fix it. He was like, okay, but it's still swinging. See that part right there? See that part right there? Now, if we want to, in a sense, just look at the rules as they are, we can, in a sense, judge it the way that it is, right? It says no hardened accessories, right? So that can be anything from barrettes, beads, different things of that nature, right? Right. But the ref himself went over those rules and was like, you know what? I will allow you to fix the hair, put it in a bun, whatnot, or whatever, then it is completely fine. And, you can go back to playing, or she can keep playing, or the game can continue on. The ref did that. But even after, right, they were accommodated, the ref stated that they were accommodated. He still came back within that same accommodation that he gave them and still wanted to put more stip. He was like, well, it's still swinging. It's still moving. I can't have this. I can't have this. I'm the ref of this field. My rulings, whatever I say, basically goes. So they did what it is that you wanted them to do. You said okay. And then you still came back and stated that it was still wrong. It doesn't make any sense. I'm not even mad at the mother at this point, because if we were just dealing off of the basis of the rules, all right, yo, you might have to sit up there and do something real quick. Just take the beads like out of her hair real quick, put some rubber bands on the end, put it in a bun or whatnot or whatever, or a ponytail. There you go. It will be a quick fix. It'll be a quick fix, right? But that was not specifically the case. The case was the fact that they were accommodated, right? Which both parties admitted. The ref still came back and said that there was still a problem. And then he was stating that His authority basically supersedes any and everything. And you saw what happened, right? How did he prove that? He was like, you know what? I'm not going to deal with this. The whole game is canceled. We're not even doing this. The whole game is canceled. It's like at the point the rules don't even matter anymore because as he stated, he is the ref, right? No matter what the rules are, when he's on the field, it's his rules because he's calling the shots. He's calling the game, right? So if there was a penalty on the ground, guess what? There's a penalty because that ref said it was a penalty. It could be a penalty for the players. They can believe it's a penalty. They can know it's a penalty. But guess what? If that ref don't see it, if he don't call it, it wasn't no penalty. It ain't happened because the ref didn't say it happens. That's literally what he did here. That's literally what he did here. And it's like I almost slightly agree with the mother when she wants to, try to say that the ref, is believing in a certain type of way. I slightly want to side that way because it's like they did what it is that you wanted them to do, and then you still came back and said what they did was wrong. That within itself doesn't even make any sense. If we're going to say that anything was wrong, we're just going to say that the whole situation is wrong, right? Right? But we can't even do that because of the stipulations and because of how it was that the parents of the two kids were accommodated. So again, the rules are completely out at this moment in time. It's specifically on what the ref feels. It's not on the rules, it's what the ref feels. And because he felt a certain type of way, how did the ref react? He threw his hands up, he was going back and forth. He canceled the game for all of those girls. I'll tell you this clear cut and simple. This ref doesn't, because of the emotional um, reaction of the ref, he doesn't need to be a ref. Because if you're acting like this just with two parents or just with a parent talking to you, you can't be a ref. You can't be a ref. I understand why you're managing children because you're not emotionally conditioned enough in order to handle actual heated and charged arguments when it deals with, let's say, men. You're not ready to deal with that. This is why you're dealing with kids. This is why you're not dealing with teenagers. This is why you're not in college. You're dealing with children because emotionally as a ref, that's exactly where you are, and that clear cut was shown here today. The other thing I will sit up there and say this, and this is something that I've stated for a very long time when it deals with the black community. We have to stop putting ourselves and our kids in these situations. This should be a learning moment that all of us can look at and try to figure out how it is that we can fix these situations and prevent them from happening. One of the main ways that I've stated that we can always prevent this from happening is by coming together and forming our own leagues for our kids. Everybody in the community that has a child, you can put together money. Not sure how much it will be. Pretty much it's not going to be $1 million, but you can put together some money and you can formulate a league for your kids with black refs and all of these other things. So therefore, you make the rules. You say what is allowed, what is not allowed. That is the only way for us to be able to do the things that we want to do just like everybody else. If we want to play soccer, if we want to play hockey, if we want to do a lot of these things and we want to have these things going for our kids, this is in a sense the only way for that to happen. Black people coming together, formulating a plan, putting money together, having our own refs, having a parents committee, having the kids there, and all of that. That is the main and the only way for us to circumvent any and all issues like this when it pertains to us as parents and when it pertains to our children. The only issue is, do black people really want to come together and fix this issue? And this is a simple issue that any community can literally fix. Literally fix. But do we want to fix this or do we just want to keep complaining? Do we want to keep allowing this to happen to our kids, to people in our community? Like I said, a lot of stuff, some stuff is directly out of our control. This is one of those things that is 100% within our control.